Chicken here, bringing you another Mega Crab video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over stages. Where did we end off? I think we ended off on 51, but we'll just see exactly here. So, we lost a couple of the replays, unfortunately, but we made some good progress. So, we'll show you the leaderboard here. Chicken's still out on top. They are catching up. I imagine I will get past pretty soon, but let's just go over this. So, it's been more or less of the same. Open up the base with Scorcher Tank, finish with either Zookas or finish with even more Scorcher Tank. I found on the mid to late level 50 stage, I've been using a lot of Rifle Crowd Zooka Medic. So make sure that you have that at your arsenal if you're not practicing with it already. So right here, we just had to finish, I believe this was 53. We just shocked those lasers. We got right up to the top there, and then the Zookas were able to sit free and clear of everything, and boom, that one was able to go down. So that was 53. So now let's dive into 54. And 54 was really, I was really hoping for a solo on this base. I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to get this, but basically the idea was just to shock all the, there's a lot of single target stuff on the beach, right? So, but it was all clustered together so I could shock all that. Maybe bringing shock knuckles wouldn't have been a bad idea, but we'll show you how the opening went right here. I threw a couple Super Warriors down on that shock launcher just to save using shocks on it because it was all by itself. But you see right here, there's just so many rockets shooting at the Scorchers. They're also getting peppered by a few cannons and boom cannons that we weren't able to have them last very long. I also waited too long to destroy these critter containers on the left-hand side. That would have really helped to have that extra boost of GB to try and keep those Scorchers alive. Because you'll notice once the tanks are unprotected, minus the ones that are kind of able to stay behind bullet a little bit, they just die very quickly. Even with 4 troop health statues, they just don't have the health to be able to stand up to multiple rocket launchers without medics healing them or anything like that. But we still got a pretty good open. I mean, it wasn't a bad hit by any means. I was just disappointed we weren't able to get the solo. I was looking at Rifle Crowd Zooka Medic for that base, but I didn't see how we were going to manage that middle because there were just so many rockets, and if I didn't use much GB at the start, I would have been losing a lot of riflemen, and I didn't really see how that was going to work out too well for us. So we came in with that Rifle Cryo cleanup, just throw them down, shock everything, and we took the shield down, and boom, pretty easy finish. So next we'll dive into stage 55 here. Yeah, no solos to show you guys today, unfortunately. I forget what stage 52 looked like. I'm trying to, like, it's hard to make videos on every single stage while trying to progress as quickly as I can because sometimes I spend more than 10 attacks in those times between videos, so that's just the reasoning for that not every single stage is documented. I try to get them up, but okay, so we got so stage 55. This is a weird one. Now, a mistake that I always make is with machine guns. Machine guns, when there's lots of them, they shred Scorchers. They just rip them apart. I always look at this and say, oh, it's just machine guns, whatever. Like, I just throw a Scorcher tank at it, won't have to pay attention. And you see right there, I actually let 2 Scorchers die, I think even 3, before I even realized that the machine guns were doing that much damage. I needed to throw a shock down. So that was a little unfortunate, but because I was hoping, honestly, to just clear right up to the top. And I was just zoomed in on this Doom Cannon. I was spending all my GB on it because I wanted to make sure that it went down. But since we lost all of our Scorchers, we didn't have a chance to finish the base again. But you see right here, we'll get a ton. We're still getting lots of value out of bullet. I do switch back to shock knuckles on one of these later stages, so we'll see that in a second. But the energy drink has been fantastic. It's been the best hero ability of the Mega Crab thus far. Everspark's critters have helped in certain situations, but nothing has provided more value than Bullet's energy drink. So there's stage 55. Now let's show you stage 56. We didn't show you the end of 55, did we? Dive back in here. Yeah, we just showed you how we got up here. So, yeah. So I mean, basically we just went right at it with Scorchers and tanks. I was able to take that Doom Cannon down the top left, and I didn't even pay attention to the Sky Shields. I just shocked around them. Since they were only protecting the Simos, it wasn't really a big deal to get them down. So we just plowed through them, a couple shocks in the back to keep that shock blaster down, and boom. That was it for 55. Let's take a look at 56. So here's 56. And I went with Rifle Crowd Zooka Medic for this one. But I did realize that these shield gens needed to go if I was going to have any chance at soloing. So here's what my plan was. My plan was to get Rifle Cryo Zuka Medic down, pop these 2 cryo bombs, slow all this stuff down in the center, and then I wanted to clear at least 3, maybe 4 shields, then flare back, and then kind of work my way up the left side. I thought that was going to be a possible solo route, but we'll show you guys what actually happened here. So we threw him down like that. Everything going to work so far. The laser did start to pop at us a few times. So I got the 3 shields, and then I think I got out of there. Yeah, so we got the 3 shields, we got out of there. And now I'm just shocking machine guns. We'll slow it down a bit. Shocking machine guns and mortars as we go. And with all the boom cannons and stuff, I think we just lost too many troops with freaking laser beams. And they were hitting us a little bit too. But yeah, then we were able to get up to the top here. I didn't have many Zukas left, so it was taking a while to get through these defenses as we came up around the left-hand side. But we cleared out a pretty nice little pocket for the finish, or so one would think. So this was my biggest fail on the crab thus far. This is my worst attack. And typically the fails come a lot earlier than this, but yeah, really wasn't impressed with this one. Really wasn't impressed. There's no excuse for it either. I mean, there was what, like 1 rocket launcher and a couple doom cannons in the way. Like, there's no reason why we couldn't finish this. We'll speed it up a little bit. But I got all the rifles and the Zukas. But you see right here, just based on where that machine gun was, my Zukas had stepped out to the side of the rifleman. So they were just, you see these 2 boom cannons right here, they're just shooting Zuka after Zuka after Zuka. And when you only have 24 Zukas, you don't really have that much time to mess around with. And I probably should have taken at least 1 or 2 more shields, or at least tried to, before I went back up to the top there. So that was a mistake on Chicken's part, so hopefully you guys don't make the same one. I think the troops we brought were correct. We just didn't execute properly, guys. So there's 56. And then yeah, we'll show you how we finished it, I guess. I mean, it was the same exact thing. I didn't bother going for the shields because we had already taken everything out, and the shield was basically it was basically already down at that point. So yeah, we just got up to the top, threw a bunch of critters, super wars, couple shocks, woohoo, we threw it all down, and boom, there goes 56. So 57 is a monster stage. It's one of these crazy ones again. So what I did was, as you can see, I took out those 4 cryo bombs, and then I didn't barrage that stuff in the middle. I just figured I would get it naturally anyway, so that was kind of my plan there. I'll speed it up a little bit here. So I went with 4-4 Scorcher tank just because there were so many rockets on so many angles that I wanted to make sure all my tanks were covered. I'll do that sometimes. I'll throw some Super Warriors in just to help with some damage, help with take some boom cannon shots. And more or less, I'm just shocking this cluster and shocking this cluster of Doom Cannons. You see, I do miss those Doom Cannons at one point, and they just kind of wreck everything. Because there's just so many of them clustered together in one spot. They're just going to melt anything that they come into contact with. Except for Bullet. But as long as we have a couple energy drinks. But he doesn't last very long either, so there's so much stuff shooting at him. But we got a pretty good open, in my opinion. We got that shock blaster almost down, and then so here was the next attack. So for these stages, the goal is always 3 hits. I don't want to start doing the Miracle Heavy Zuka wraparounds where, you know, you fail them sometimes, and then it's like you're back to square one, and then 8 attacks later, you're pulling your hair out on these Mega Crab stages. So I went with Rifle Cryo Zuka, or I went with 4-4 heavy spread out Heavy Zuka here. I wanted to go Rifle Cryo, but there was too many rocket launchers, there's too many Doom Cannons that would have messed up my rifleman attacks. So the goal was just to keep the Doom Cannons down, let the heavies eat all the rocket launcher shells, and then hopefully have the critters to distract some single target stuff as well. So I let them go right here. I let them take that shield, and then we flared our way back, smoking our way back and across, and then we get up this way. And you'll notice the heavy speed. It kind of messed me up at the start, but it's fantastic for reflaring because when I'm dragging everyone together, the heavies go in first and then they come out first very quickly, so everything always stays targeted on the heavies. So it's very nice for reflaring. It makes the smoking a little bit easier, but it is they are hard to keep on top of for sure with that extra speed boost. So you see right here we managed our way up, but there was just too many defenses. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to go for a Zuka rush here. I still have to wait a bit before the attack, so we won't be able to do it live, but I'm not sure if I should go for the Zuka Rush here or if I should just play it safe and just try and clear everything. I think I might go for the Zuka Rush. Maybe just get them up top, but you'll have to stay tuned for that one, guys. So, still sitting at number 1 in Canada on stage 57. Probably won't be for much longer. Everyone else seems to be making some pretty good progress, but yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned because we are going to be going for that diamond trophy very, very soon. 13 more stages, so hopefully we can get that by tonight. That's going to be the goal. I'll try doing a live stream if I can, but I gotta work this weekend, so it's kind of tricky with schedules and stuff. But guys, thanks so much for watching. That is gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out.